So in today's job, well no, let's be realistic, in this weekend's job I'm going to be doing my least favourite thing, which is plumbing. So the intention is I need to get my drain off for the shower all set and ready to go. I'm not going to be putting any solvent weld in these joints just yet. This is just dry fitting, so I know exactly where my runoff is. A lot more going on behind the wall, which I'll show you in a little bit. I'm going to get my drain off for my shower running, so I know where that's going to fall. I've got a hole saw so I can get through the wall. I've got a 40mm and a 53mm, I might go a bit bigger, give me a bit of freedom. And then once I'm at the wall, I'm going to be attaching that to a soil pipe 110. I've got some additional leftover attachments from other jobs depending on where I'm going to come, I'm not sure yet. And then when I do get to the pipe, I've got a couple of choices really. I can have a boss joint on, which I'm not sure where the insert that is, but I'll need one of those. Or I might go in at the end, which I'm tempted to give this a try instead. I do need some extra soil pipe. Also what I'm going to be doing, just to make things easier for myself moving forwards, is I've got a handful of stop valves to install. I mean, some people recommend against these because you lose some of the flow. But for the purpose of me being able to crack on with some of the waterworks here, which I'll be doing in a later video, I'm going to install all these on all of the flows coming into the bathroom. So at least then I've got a bit of isolation when I'm doing the shower, for example, or the bath, or whatever it might be. And if I do find the flows rubbish, I'll remove them after I've done the job, because they're not too difficult to install and remove. Other things I've got for the job then is just some light, because it's going to be dark and I'm working behind there, which I will show you shortly. I've just got my drill ready to punch holes in the plaster and the wood here. I'll do that in a little bit. And then usual things, tape measure I've got as well, saw, so I can cut my pipe in a little bit. And then also a really handy, I think a tradesman left this house a long time ago, cheers for that, a little handy level by where it has a sort of degree spinner here, so I can see and make sure I'm getting decent fall, not just by, you know, looking at the level here. I'll be able to actually give myself the accurate degree of fall with this as well, so that'll be important when I'm running all the way from here, which is going to be between 2 and 3 metres before I'll pick up on the saw pipe. But yeah, useful little tool. And that's it really. I'm going to bumble through. Like I say, the least favourite job is doing plumbing. So I'm just going to take my time, get things set, get holes where they need to be, plug it all up, get all things fitted, and then hopefully I can crack on then. Once this bit's all done, then I'm free then to work up here without any faffing around with the water. I can just turn it off behind the wall. Right, I'll crack on and update you in a bit. So here we are in the eaves. Let me just get some better light going on here. Right, so what we've got in this little space, and it is small, but it's really easy to get into. I've created myself a door all the way down there, probably can't see it in shot. And all this is behind the bathroom. So if I ever need to do anything, change the taps, or got a leak I need to deal with, whatever it might be, I can pop straight behind here. And now I'm fitting all of these shutoff valves. I can fill these for my shower and my taps, which are going to be the same pipe going in, and it's split inside the shower. I've got my pipe work here, which is essentially going to my toilet, which is going to get put there really soon. And then there's a pipe which I've just fitted them already, just behind me, which is for the bath. So super easy, great for me doing the work right now. I can jump in and out, I can turn them off. They'll all be off to begin with, don't worry. And then future-wise, if I need to do anything else, I can. Great. Also, just thought I'll show you while I'm here. I've got my soil pipe coming along here. And the plan is, well, I'm not 100% sure on the plan if I'm honest. I'm probably going to maybe extend it. Only, what is this? Probably a metre and a quarter max. Or what I might do is run the 40mm coming from the shower and do a couple of 45-degree bends and then into the end of this. That's what I might do. And then what I can do from there is I can do a T-joint for my toilet, can boss onto there, and then I'll do a boss joint down here for the bath is what my intention will be. I thought I'd just quickly show you behind here. Okay, it looks a bit cramped, but having this accessible little space versus having to take walls down or rip up floorboards or take ceilings down to get any pipe work is great. So all the pipe works for the house run along here now. I've got heating, hot and cold taps all down the side, so if I need to turn anything off or move anything, it's really accessible. Right, that's it for now. I'm going to crack on fitting these T-joints, and then I'll move back into the bathroom and then start fitting the shower waste. Okay, just a quick video, just wrapping up behind the wall now. So I had to make some adjustments on the soil pipe. So I've got a new fitting there to give myself a decent fall to where it drops down. This now runs all the way up behind the bathroom. I've got a joint here. This will be used for the toilet. Once the toilet's fitted, I'll come back to that. and then I've extended it a little bit further just to where the now waste pipe comes from the shower. So that's coming down now with just a decent enough fall to catch onto there. What I'm actually going to do to modify the end of this, because I also need to bring in the waste from the sink, which I'll do in a later video, is I'll end up, I think, using one of these and then attaching that to the end, and then having one for the shower waste, and then the end of it I'll have coming in from over a corner over here somewhere to then connect to it for the sink waste. That's it for now. Alright, so I'm wrapping up this part of the job now, talking quiet because it's quite late. So I've got my soil pipe, which is black pipe here, that runs all the way down. I'll show you that in a second, it's quite dark in here. And then I've got the shower, which I can't lean because I'm leaning on my arm, which is the white pipe, 40mm, coming from the wall over there. So I end up going for an adapter end onto 110mm on another junction, and then at the end of that junction over there will be a pipe coming in from this corner where these pipes are, and that will be the feed for the sink waste. So I'll join onto the end. Here I've got the junction which will be attached to the toilet. I've just spun it around for now. I've just been doing all my water testing as well, so checking it runs from this point down, and then also from the shower I've just tested a few flows down. I haven't welded the pipe at the other end and the shower end yet. I'll wait till I've done the rest of the shower before I do that. I just want to make sure I've got enough drain off running down the pipe, so I have. So I'm going to wrap up this job now. Now I've got most of the waste water scenario sorted out, minus the bath, which I'll do a boss joint for that, which I'll do in a later video, and minus the toilet, but I've got the pipe work ready. I can now get to work in the general shower and sink space. So next on the list is start taking bits of wall off, really. Look to build a couple of niches. I'll show you that. Some good videos on YouTube I found for that. And then also move on to getting the sink fitted, the shower fitted. It's a 3-part shower, so it'll be a bit tricky I think, but we'll get through that. And then waterproofing the whole shower area as well. So I'll just generally spend most of my time in that space until I then move down to the bath, and then I'll pick up on this pipe work again between the bath and the toilet. But yeah, for now I'm wrapping up. Pretty short one, not an awful lot going on, but it was just a headache one to get out of the way before I can then crack on with the rest. Alright, see you in a bit.